All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on AHC Garage. Again, we're working on my car, and this is going to be the home stretch part of the video. We had already, as you've seen in the last video, we repaired my leaky supercharger. We completed the interior, and, you know, all along getting little loose ends tied up on the car. We have a few more things to deal with before the car goes on the dyno, which is going to be happening pretty soon. One of the things you can see is we have the original distributor system back on the car, having some issues with my coil-on plug, talking to the manufacturer about that. The first thing we're going to be doing is adding some of this coolant to the cooling system for the supercharger, and dialing in a few things like the alignment, the ride height, the AC system, and we had to change the header out because there was an issue with this one with a leak I couldn't really fix. So those things all together will get us ready for the dyno. Once it's on the dyno, then I just have some little things to deal with to make her 100% ready for this trip, but progress is huge. And first thing we're gonna do is get this thing frosty.
John, what do you got there?
It is our handy dandy jumper wire. Get the pump running.
You can 4 gauge to 22 gauge there?
Yeah, it's perfect. All right, system just ran dry. Let's put some more coolant in it. So we got the coolant in the intercooler, so that's all set. We got no leaks on that. We primed the system up, ran it, bled all the air out of it. With this setup here, it makes it very easy. It's at the highest point, and the way the system works, it's really good at bleeding the air out, and it swirls the fluid in there, so we're not getting any air sucked into the system, no cavitation. Also, we had a little exhaust leak on the header, and I reached out to DTR Headers, and I was speaking to them about it. They went ahead and sent me a different header, also telling me that I ordered the 50 millimeter primaries when I needed the 54 millimeter due to the forced induction. So a little bit different size on the header. So we have that fully assembled right here, ready to go, and we're going to take the other one off because I'm going to send that back to them over in California. So we have a few things to do under the hood. I think once we get the header back on, we're going to go ahead and recharge the AC system and see how all that's working out. And then we have some electrical this and that and trimming to do inside the car. Then I think we're going to be getting the car off the lift, going through the alignment, and getting it ready for the dyno. I think that's really what our goal is right now, is to get this thing on the dyno, get it running good so that I can put miles on it and tweak the car and see where the issues are. I'm sure there's going to be issues here. This car has been apart from the ground to the ceiling. And I think we still got to deal with the coolant overflow. I have to find a nipple for that to connect to here. But like I said, these are all small little things. And in the end, if you haven't noticed, there's a distributor on the car instead of the Digi-Dizzy. I have a new Digi-Dizzy coming. The one I had was a pre-order, so they've updated the harness since then, and he's sending me a new one out right now, and we'll get this antique distributor off the car. But I'll tell you right now, it runs really good with the distributors. All right. All right, so the header comes disassembled. I'm going to repackage all this and get it ready to go back. I already got my return label right here. He's going to tweak this so that it's a little better and that fits a little better, and then use it on some shop cars like that. So now we just got to install the new one. It's super easy. All right, so the car is running good right now. We have it temporarily on a regular distributor, waiting for the Digi to come back. It still needs to be tuned, so cold start is rough, but it sounds nice. Yeah, buddy. All right, so we're doing oil change on the car. This is the initial startup oil that we had in there. This is the break-in oil. It's still clean. We heat cycled this. We revved it on the bay here. Now we're gonna put a fresh oil change on it. We'll do some driving, the break-in, and then we'll change the oil one more time after the dyno. Whew. All right, so I swapped the steering wheel out to a NSX Type S or USDM. It would be a Zanardi steering wheel. So there's one more tie to the NSX in the car. We got the horn wired up. We got the light working up here. We got the USB output, and we got the ghost box working as well. It wouldn't be my car if we weren't changing the wheels before the car even got on the road. So these are the wheels that we're gonna go with on the car. They're a set of RE30s in 15 by 6.5 with a 38 offset. They do need some cleaning up, but that's easy enough to do. We're gonna match that with some Bridgestone Potenzas RE71 RS in a 205/50 and get these on the car and get the car adjusted to the right ride height. Get the alignment done on that, and then I think it's off to the dyno.
9.87 pounds. We have the tires, 30.2. 30.2.
Good. Everything clears. Perfect. All right, so to go along with the new wheels, we have a new set of lug nuts here. They're Project Kicks R40 Conics, and we're gonna have to remove these caps here because we have the extended studs on here, but these are nice. They're 2-piece, and they're extremely expensive, way more expensive than you would expect. You can look them up if you want, then you can see how much money I spent on them. But this should go together good with everything here. We're gonna put the wheels on, then we're gonna check the ride height and get everything dialed in after that. Boris. All right, so we got the car set up on the new wheels. We didn't adjust the height or anything. I think it looks pretty good. We're gonna get it off of the lift and pull it outside and make sure it's still all at the right ride height. We're gonna adjust all of our camber and everything on the alignment rack and go through every single nut and bolt on the car and make sure everything is tight. But so far, I think it's looking pretty good. Beautiful. These are tight.
Both.
Okay. Oh, we definitely need more camber in the front.
Oh yeah.
The back is okay on camber unless it's touching, which I don't think it is.
You got 2 degrees in the back.
2 degrees good. This side's got plenty of room, I think. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think before you do compensation. Oh, just do the camber. Just lift up to the camber first.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah.
and I'll probably have to roll it again.
I know. You're gonna have to lift it up. Lift up, you can get it from the side.
All right, so we just got the camber all dialed in. We're at about 1.8, 1.7 in the front, 2 in the rear. We'll drive it like this for a little bit and see how it feels, and then we'll clean it up a little bit more if we don't like the way it is. Now we just gotta dial in the toes and we're good to go. So don't mind the fact that I have one honed toe adjuster and one hard race one because I let a good friend borrow it and he must still be enjoying that part very nicely. But for now, that won't make a difference in what we're doing. All we have to do is just get the toe lightly back in, barely out of spec, and then we'll move on to the front.
Oh, it's going.
There we go.
John, we are boosting.
Yes, we are. Let me shut the AC off.
So, what is your feedback on the first drive?
David and Fabio, you guys got some trouble for you because this thing's going to be a little rowdy once it gets tuned. Should I turn the AC on and put my power windows up?
Show off.
All right, so everything is good. Car's driving good. Suspension feels good. We probably have to go through it one more time before the trip. We also still got to let the suspension settle and drive in, everything like that. But at this point, I think we are ready for the dyno. Maybe just a little tidying up inside, a good wash on the car. Then I think time to see what kind of jam this thing can make. It's dyno time. We got the car all together. It's running pretty good. We're at South Florida Dyno at MTech. We got Fred over here, right here. He's going to be dealing with the car. Hopefully it doesn't give anyone a hard time because that's what the car's been giving me for a long time. So just a 93 tune and see how it does. Whatever, bro. It's a V2, so. All right, so we got the car strapped up on the dyno. He's gonna go through and check out some of the maps and he's gonna tune the car. When you tune the car, there's a lot of different steps to it. You have to first tune your part throttle, you have to tune your idle, then you have to progressively go up and tune it through the RPM ranges. And since this is supercharged, there's also going to be boost tables and timing that he's going to have to play with. Now, the real thing that we're trying to do is see if we can get this tune done on 93. Since I bumped the compression and it's supercharged, there's part throttle detonation issues that could arise from that since this thing's creating boost at low RPMs. So he's going to try and do his best with that. If he can't get it to not detonate, then I'm going to have to add some octane booster into the car in order to get it right. So we'll see how that goes. It made more horsepower than torque now. Yeah, it's happening. So we just got the car done tuning. Fred right here, he took care of it, Durf tuned. This is small potatoes for the stuff that he does, but he's been doing this a long time. I've known you probably
since 2000, 2003 maybe.
Yeah, we were doing lots of dumb stuff back in the day. Nevertheless, the tune I think came out pretty good. It's pretty simple setup.
Yeah, it's tamed down a little bit. The motor's got high compression, it's supercharged, but it's on pump gas, so
and
we're
a 2.5-inch exhaust.
Yeah, 2.5-inch exhaust, so we're limited on the timing and stuff. So there's a few things I feel will pick up a nice chunk of power in this car. The exhaust being one of them, and then if he goes E85, that'll also make a big difference. But the car still put down 260 horsepower and almost 190 torque, which is solid. I mean,
that's fun.
Yeah, usually these Jackson kits on a V series, they don't make a ton of power, but this thing's making healthy K24 power. So
that's what I was going after, because all the K24s beat me up everywhere I go. I live with a guy over here. He's got K24s, K this. I always get beat. Yeah. But I come back with the K killer setup is what I'm going for.
I think with just the exhaust and the gas, I feel like an extra 20 horse minimum. And that would put it up in the 280 plus range, which would be perfect. Really solid for what it is.
But I would say pretty successful. It should be fun drive.
No, definitely. For how long it took you to build this, and how much work was done on the car, for it to come on the dyno the first time and have zero problems is.
Well, that's my biggest thing, because I see your posts when you're like, don't show up and let your car break.
I was here earlier. The car was a 12 o'clock appointment, and I was here till like 4 o'clock with it, and couldn't even do a full pull on it. So.
Yeah, my biggest concern, I brought a distributor with me. I brought everything with me because I don't want to waste your time, and I just want to get this done, because I'm not going to lie, I hate getting on the dyno. You get to hear too much stuff.
It's definitely nice to have a car come on that's very well built and just has zero issues, from start to finish. So
I'd have to say this car is pretty much done. Now, I think Mike told me that he's got a Gretty SP Supreme 3-inch exhaust sitting at the dealership.
Yeah, there's no such thing as done, but...
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm trying not to spend any more money, but I'm spending more money already before I even got a chance to.
Yeah,
but I'd like to say thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Happy to take care of it.
Now the time to hit the roads and get into some trouble. All right, so we got the car back here to the shop. You saw what she did on the dyno. I was happy with it. I know I wanted 300, but in order to get to 300, there's a few things that Fred recommended, and also things that go with supercharger force induction systems. So we made about 260 and 190 torque, which is pretty strong on the car. I've been driving around this weekend, really enjoying it. But we decided that we were going to go ahead and put a 3-inch exhaust on it. Come to find out, we have a Gretty SP Supreme 3-inch exhaust I'm going to buy and put on the car. Also, in the test drive after the tune, I was losing power. The car was just dying. It was falling on its face and going full lean. Come to find out, there's a issue with the fuel pump. I believe it's maybe I knocked the sock off the pickup on the fuel pump. So we're going to go in there. We're going to reassess that. Also, when I top the car off, and filled up with gas, it's leaking a little gas out. So I got to address that too. But since that fuel pump issue has now thrown the tune off, we're going to take advantage of the situation and go ahead and throw a GSR exhaust cam in. That's supposed to help with performance on this setup as well. And go back to the dyno and give it another rip and see what it can make. I'm hoping in the 15 horsepower range, but we'll have to see. I know the real improvement will come when the car gets a flex fuel setup and we can put E85. But peak horsepower is not totally my concern. The drivability is great. The car is a blast to drive. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This was a huge combination of years and years of effort going to that dyno. It was the first time driving the car on the highway, first time really driving the car in general at all. When I bought the car, it was a shell, non-drivable, and now we turned it into a complete car. It's a blast to drive, just a few little kinks to work out, and then we'll have this thing ready to go up to the mountains and have fun and see you guys at the meet if you're going to be there. Catch you on the next one.